Hey guys, Matt, Cichlid Dojo, back with another update. It's been a while since we've done a red terror update on the wild-caught adults. So I think it was about 4 months ago. So if you're comparing some of the progress, I think you can see a little bit of the growth rate that's occurred here. Especially for the male, that's what I've noticed the most. The male seems to have, put on some size. And again, these are wild-caught Mesoheros Festae here. I have a couple pairs. The first pair, which is the one you're going to see most of in this video, those are the ones I'm focusing on and going to update the most on here. They're also the ones that I do the most as far as breeding. And you can see this male right here really starting to bulk up a little bit, starting to eat better, and fingers crossed they're still doing good as a pair together, which I'm really happy about. It appears here that they're gearing up to spawn again. Usually I've noticed that in a lot of the pairs I've had in the past. The male doesn't really get barred up until just before breeding. Usually he's just got that yellowish golden color, no bars showing. Female will always kind of show her bars, and her colors would intensify a little bit around spawning breeding time. I believe there may be, or it's going to happen soon, some eggs dropped in that pot. That's a female's favorite place to lay her eggs, and been pretty consistent with that. Not a species that I see frequent spawns. I would say they tend to occur maybe once every 2 or 3 months, which is a lot less than some of the other species that I keep here. Cubans, the Solanum especially, seem to drop every 3 weeks in a lot of cases. So Festae take a little bit more patience, it seems to go with the species, with a lot of things, growth, spawning, but definitely really like this pair. Don't think I could be happier with a breeder pair. You can see the males barring, showing right now, which is a good timing to do this video. The bars on this male, I don't know if I've had a Festae with better bars than what he has. Female, obviously good bars, but a little break in the Y bar section in the front, but definitely not concerned about that. There's so many other pluses of this pair, such as the fact that they're able to get along so well together, just being them. Of course, I have other Festae divided on the other side, and some silver dollars in the tank with them to help them focus that attention. But Wayne versus some of the past pairs I've kept, this has definitely gone well to this point. These fish I think are in the age range of about 2.5 to 3 years old. If you remember, I originally got them after an import from a friend named Eric when they were about the 1.5 inch size, and it's been growing them out, and I started with a big batch and kind of got to the ones I wanted to keep, and unfortunately the males that were the biggest in the batch, I didn't keep any of those. I moved those along, but I settled on some of the smaller ones, and this guy here on the left is definitely grown up. You're seeing the female here come out and showing her attitude a little bit as she gears up for some spawning. But this male here took him a little while. Was very long and skinny for a while. Picky eater, which You know, seems to be a lot of the wild caughts end up being like that, but he's really coming around. So like I said, I couldn't be happier. I'm going to show the pair on the right and the situation here in a second, but these guys, you know, I do have a lot of fry available, so if you're interested, please feel free to message me. I got them in that 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch size, so they're doing good on the spawning and have consistent fry coming through. Pair number 2, as you can see, there's more than one female in here, but you know, they're doing good. I call them a pair, but it seems like the male hasn't really decided on which female. This one here seems to be more dominant and colored up right now. However, the other one does get very nice coloration at times, and I will see one of the 2 females dropping eggs in the pot over on the right, and I just have not paid attention to pulling them because I'm so occupied with breeding the pair on the left and the multiple batches of fry that are basically taking up a lot of tank space. So this side is doing well. Another wild caught group, and you know, this male was definitely one of the smallest of the batches, so he's finally able to put a little bit of size on being in this section, which is a divided half of a 240-gallon tank. So they're doing well. And back to the original pair. Yeah, they're doing good, guys. Like I mentioned, feel free to message me if you want any F1 Rio Gaius fry off of these guys. Quite a bit has gone out, and I have plenty more. I'm really thrilled about this collection point, this locale. Rio Gaius, really happy. See a lot of consistently good set of barring. I also do have, if you guys check out the Grow Out series, I have a batch of them that have been growing out, and they're in that 2.5 to 4 inch range. I did put some available that 2 to 3 inch range, but those are all gone. But I am growing out. I think there's about 20 something left in that tank, and I'm really excited about that. I see a male I really want to keep, and those are all unrelated blood to both of these pairs here. So those are off a different breeder pair, which I've since moved on with, and you know, it's good. So I have a lot of different bloodlines to play with here in the fish room, should I want to make another pair, or the worst case scenario, need to make another pair because something happens. But you know, the Festae, you always have to watch out for that. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the update on the red tears, and until the next one, bye now.